Welcome back today, friends. I'm eating some lunch now, but I gotta start vlogging. Gotta vlog while I eat, right? It's because I have a half frozen ham I need to get in the oven for dinner. What am I eating now? I'll show you real quick. This is some homemade chicken soup I made yesterday with some odds and ends that I had laying around to pull a big stock pot together. There's Mr. Fox. Hello, did you decide a name for him yet? What's his name?
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry's a great name. Hello, Jerry. Okay, back for my soup, Jerry. So in thinking about things to make and then have a bunch of creative leftovers left over, I have a whole ham. There it is. Have a whole ham I got at the store. You know, meat departments are iffy. Some days you go and all they have are chicken feet. Although, we can do a broth in the Instant Pot for that. Sometimes you go and it's pork products. It's just it's a hodgepodge. Then other weeks you might go and they just have absolutely everything. So at some point in the last few weeks, I got a ham, stuck it in the freezer. I didn't really need to freeze it. The date on it was for May. Here we are, April. So I'm kind of regretting that now. It could have just sat in the refrigerator for a bit. But anywho, have no fear. You can bake a ham while it's still frozen. I'm hoping that my ham is about half frozen. I've been doing the cold water defrost method on it this morning, where basically if you have something that's frozen, you can put it in a bowl of cold water. You change your water every 30 minutes or so, and it actually helps defrost it. So we are having this ham. I'm also doing homemade mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans. Yay. Then tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna take what is left from the ham, because the dinner I'm making tonight will actually honestly probably be dinner. When I'm filming this, it's Sunday. So be dinner tonight, Sunday night, probably be dinner for tomorrow night, Monday night. Then on Tuesday, I will probably take what is left of the ham and do a homemade ham salad, which I'm going to show you how to do. And then by the 4th or 5th day there, I'm going to do a homemade soup using the ham bone. So lots of creative quarantine cooking coming up in this video. And as always, all the recipes and directions of anything I mentioned in this video are going to be linked in the description below. Okay, actually, now remember, we've got to have some quarantine fun here. So we are going to do brownies topped with ice cream for dessert this evening. Oh yes, we are. I want to have my oven free for that. Ham in the oven's gonna just gonna take a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ham in my roaster oven. Oh yes, I am. So this is the ham that I got. It is a little over 14 pounds. Okay, so with the directions here, and your ham will have directions on it. Sorry, I've got kids playing football in the house. How's that gonna go? It says to heat oven to 325. Skipping down here, heat approximately 15 to 20 minutes per pound until heated through. And usually when you're cooking something from frozen, it ends up pretty much doubling the time. So I'm going to count on it being about 30 minutes or so per pound. But then again, my ham is half defrosted. So how I do things, I will be checking the internal temperature and just feeling my way along as I cook this half defrosted ham. I have my roaster oven set on 325. I'm not going to add any water or anything because the roaster oven will be roasting the ham, and the juices from the ham are gonna just get all good and juicy in there. How do you like those technical terms? Now I'm just gonna push it under my countertop and not touch it. I'm actually gonna do 25 pounds of mashed potatoes. I got 15 pounds in here, got another 10-pound bag there. We have not had mashed potatoes in months and everybody loves them. So I might as well make enough for us to have it a few times. And I have my this is a 22-quart stock pot. And this is what I'm gonna get all the potatoes in, cover them in water, and just let them simmer for a real long time, because I'm gonna be outside. Actually, I'm hoping to get outside and actually plant potatoes. So in the spirit of potatoes, I'm gonna get these cooking. Like all of my cooking, I like to do it long and lazy. So there you go. That's how we're making mashed potatoes, the long and lazy way. So when I do homemade mashed potatoes, I don't peel them, I don't cut them, I wash them. They still have dirt on them even from the store. So if you didn't know that, wash potatoes even from the store. But then I just cover them in water and bring them to a boil. You don't have to let them sit for several hours, but it's going to be several hours until I can get back to them. And then the skins are gonna slip right off them I'll probably put them in my big 30-quart mixing bowl. Use the mixer with some butter and probably some cream cheese or cream, just depending on what I have on hand. Lots of different ways you can do it. Even if I didn't have cream cheese or milk or heavy cream or any of those things that you can add in. I mean, you could also do sour cream. If you have butter and salt and pepper, that will get you a long way. This is where having a helpful, strong teenage man boy at home is helpful. Do you mind that I called you a man boy?
No.
Zion can haul this across the kitchen for me. I would not be able to haul this big pot by myself. Let's see, if I was home, yeah, and Travis wasn't here, and Zion wasn't here, no way to get it, I'd probably just haul a smaller pot of water back and forth several times. So that's what you can do if you don't have someone to lug your pots for you. Okay, so the lid is on. I've got it, authentic push button stove here. Got it on medium high. Now I'm gonna go do a bunch of other things. I'll come back to this later. We'll turn my little fan on. Yay. Okay, it's been several hours. I've been outside dealing with some chicken drama. This ham's actually looking done. So I'm gonna take the internal temperature of that here shortly, but the potatoes, long done. So I'm gonna work on peeling these now. We're gonna get what skins we can off here. I don't mind if there's some skins in there. Sometimes I don't take the skins off at all. Actually, wait a minute, what in the world? Why am I even worried about taking the skins off? It's so funny, I get filming things. I'm like, wait a minute, why was I doing that anyway? So I will take the skin off of some of these potatoes just to show you how easily they come off. My chickens will not mind. We have 2 new goats, and the goats and the dogs are learning to be a family. The first night we brought the new mama goat and the new baby goat in. Actually, they were already in. And we brought in our big male dog, Avalanche. Oh, poor doggy. It really was like the poor guy had an anxiety attack. We had to work with him a lot. He wasn't vicious or aggressive towards the goat at all. And he's probably 10 times. I mean, these are dwarf goats. So he's like this big polar bear being scared of a little kitty cat is the equivalent of it. But now they're sleeping in the same room together. They're not barking all night. Everybody's getting along well. But outside, I hear our other dog barking, but they're just looking, like the goat's just looking, dogs are just looking. So they're just like new family members. They're getting used to one another. I think here before we know it, they'll all be sleeping on a pile together. Okay, so you see that process, right? Very well. It's probably the same amount of time to sit there with a peeler and peel the potatoes beforehand as it is peeling them. But I just remembered, gee, my family doesn't care about the skins. So that's what I'm making up. Other menu changing plans. Earlier I was saying green beans and maybe corn on the cob, and now I'm saying corn on the cob all the way. So I'm doing 2 sticks of butter, 2 packs of cream cheese to start. Again, remember, hashtag 25 pounds of mashed potatoes. I did a video recently about all the things you can freeze, freezing milk, etc. Did you hear that? Hopefully, that's coming through. So this is a gallon of frozen whole milk that we had, and about, I'd say about 2 days ago, I set this from my refreezer, all kinds of good Jamerrill language. My refrigerator, set it from my freezer into my refrigerator. Whenever we freeze milk and defrost it, it has the little ice in it. I've gotten a lot of questions about milk separating and such, and so yeah, you just gotta give it some good shakes. Good milk, I will drink that. Let's see, so now, pouring icy milk on my mashed potatoes. It's okay, it'll be okay. So we have a traditional potato masher, so I can go through, mash some of them up this way. Sometimes I take a butter knife and do it. Sometimes I just stick my mixer in there and get it started. Anything to just help the potatoes, help the process. Another thing, wooden spoon. Just start going through them like that. Okay, then I have this wonderful meat masher that a lovely viewer sent me. I'll link one of these down below. You can get them on Amazon and Walmart, and I just would never get myself one, so she just sent me one. And now I use it all the time. Thank you. Now, if I was gonna do mashed potatoes for the freezer, which I've done in many videos before. If you've never seen them, check out my large family freezer cooking playlist, and I show you how to do freezer mashed potatoes and all the different things I've made with them. But how that works is when you have a lot of cream with your potatoes. So I just naturally will put cream cheese or sour cream or heavy cream in my potatoes. That way they could be freezer mashed potatoes. Cream cheese really is the key if you have that. And I still have a bunch of cream cheese because I made cheesecakes in my special large family table community, and I've been making quarantine cheesecakes. So it's gonna be a few weeks yet, even from the time when you guys see this, where I'm gonna do a whole slew of healthy, sugar-free, low-carb, as I stand before this big batch of potatoes, desserts. I've got some really good recipes. Most of them are already up on my blog, but I thought I would do a video showing you a bunch of them. Okay, I'm thinking about going wild here. I don't think anybody's gonna complain. This is not the mashed potatoes I started to make, but I just keep on biggering and biggering in my mind. I have a pack of soft bacon bits, and you know I have a lot of shredded cheese, and I have more garlic. What if I made creamy garlic, bacon, and cheese mashed potatoes? Let's give it a try. I tell ya, you know, some videos I complain about my can opener, and I did get a new one, hallelujah. Some videos I complain about different appliances, but you know what song of praise I'm about to sing is my hand mixer. Over 5 years ago, I paid $29 for this KitchenAid hand mixer at Walmart, and I do stuff like this to it all the time. I will shed a tear the day this mixer goes. And there's been times, this is like ode to my hand mixer. There's been times where I've smelt the motor and I thought, surely this is it. Surely this big batch of whatever I'm mixing up, I'm gonna just do in my hand mixer. But no, it keeps on going. There you go. I love you, hand mixer. Here's the bacon bits. Okay, I'm going for it. So this is the mega pack. Hello. Hello, beautiful. 9 ounces of bacon bits are going in these mashed potatoes. 2 more sticks of butter. 1 stick is 4 ounces. So I've done 16 ounces. So that's less than 1 ounce of butter per pound of mashed potatoes. And I could be tired, I could be off my rocker, but I think I'm right. Okay, and so now we have 32 ounces. Actually, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna mix this up and then I'm gonna get the cheese in. I was just so happy to find it. I think I need some more milk in here too. Because this is such a large batch, and because I poured almost a whole gallon of freezing cold milk in it, potatoes are pretty cold now. I also felt like they needed a little bit more garlic in there, and more garlic salt. So I'm gonna mix these together. Hi, how are you?
A cookie.
You want a cookie? Me too. Okay, this is the brownie mix there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix this all up. Then I'm gonna fill 2 of these 10 by 16 baking pans. Sprinkle a little more cheese on top. Get them in the oven to warm it. So what would we even call that? Would this be like? Me too. I don't have any. I'm thinking maybe this could this be a twice baked potato bake casserole? I don't know. I'm not following a recipe now. This is all off the cuff. But this is how it goes. So I've just got my oven on 300 and I'll leave these in there. I'm gonna say 10 minutes, but I'm gonna check it. Again, making it up as I go. But oh my, They are so good. So I got one big pan in the oven, another big pan that will go in, and I've got two I'm just gonna put in the outside refrigerators for now. So there's the first pan all warmed up. Daniel is squeaking behind me, but I got it with some foil. Whenever you're gonna put foil over things with cheese, of course, tint your foil a little bit. We are gonna make our big old box of brownies we got at Costco. Yes, we're gonna make all 6 bags. Hold on, Benny, hold on, don't push them off. So the directions on here, of course, this is for a 24 by 16 pan, 6 pouches, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of oil, 6 eggs. We can do it, yay! Costco brownie mix going in. Okay, so here is our ham. I actually unplugged this a little bit ago. Very hot, very roasted. About halfway through, I did flip it over. Probably left it a little too long, but I don't care. It's gonna work out great. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, sit on your bottom.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends. Yes. Note to self, if possible, get a pre-cooked ham. If not, just cut it in a whole bunch of chunks. Okay, so this is what is left on the ham bone for tonight. Yeah, there's still plenty of good meat on here, but we need to have dinner. And I will process this later. There's the bowl that I cut off with some of the juices. Okay, so my kids absolutely loved that ham last night. They acted like they haven't had ham in a long time, and I guess we haven't had ham in a long time. It has been a while. It's been one of those things that I've picked up recently just with you know, all the things going on in the world. Sometimes you go to the store to get meat and you're like, yes, not much going on here. Better get a ham to get in the freezer. So I'm gonna take what is left from last night, and I still have the ham bone. Yes, I have that. There's still more meat though that I can pull off this ham bone. We're gonna make ham salad. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna make ham salad, and then I'm gonna do a ham and bean type soup. Probably gonna do that for dinner, but let's see if I can make enough ham salad with this for lunch today. So with the ham salad, similar to egg salad, chicken salad, I put some mayonnaise in it and then some celery if I have it. If not, I do have healthy celery seeds. I could also put some little pieces of carrot in it. Just kind of whatever you have on hand and whatever you can scrounge up. You could also put some garlic in there, maybe a little bit of onion, pulling it together. I have something else going in my Instant Pot right now and other stuff happening on my counters. I do have 2 Instant Pots and another pressure cooker, but all that to say, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off the extra, looks like good ham salad meat off the ham bone, and then I will get the ham bone and some water going on the stock pot for about an hour, hour and a half or so while I'm doing other things. You can also throw that in your Instant Pot as well, but I'm doing the old-fashioned stock pot method. First off though, I want to get what I can off that'll be good for ham salads. I think I'm gonna stop picking it now. There's still some big, well, okay. Gonna try to leave the rest, squatting down here, the rest on here to just cook and boil, and this will be going in our soup for dinner tonight. And that's just a nice little charred part of the skin there where it sat too long, because as I do, get busy doing other things. That's okay. This little baggie is what was left from what I actually served up for dinner last night. I just cannot express how much my kiddos love that ham. Here we go. The ham bone now is covered with water. So again, I'm gonna put it on the stove, gonna put it on high and just let it boil and sputter. Have a good old time for about an hour and a half or so, then we'll get back to it. I'm chopping vegetables for other things here, but here is some celery and carrots I just chopped up small. Gonna put them in with the ham to get this ham salad going. I'm gonna put in some celery seed because I like putting that in different salads when I have it. And then garlic salt. So I still have to go back and dig out my onion powder and garlic powder. Then I'm just gonna use a bunch of salt from my salt shaker, bunch pepper from my pepper shaker, cup and a half or so of mayonnaise there. This is, I'm guesstimating, about 2 pounds of ham chopped up, 4 stalks of celery, and 1 carrot. And if you want to put your ham through a food processor, you can really mince it up a lot smaller. I don't mind just doing the chunks to stretch it. You could also add in some hard-boiled egg if you wanted. So then here's a look at the ham salad. And then here's the ham salad on a potato roll. This is what I'm serving up my kiddos for lunch today. Okay, it's been over an hour. There's that ham bone rolling. So I've got a variety of dried beans here. These are 1 pound bags each, and I have a 5-pound bag of red potatoes. What I'm going to do is, I've got my other project I was working on out of my Instant Pot now. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of each of this 6-bean variety in my Instant Pot. It won't take long doing it that way, getting them all softened up. There's also quick boil methods you can do. If you have time, you can soak your beans overnight and then cook them on the stovetop or slow cooker the following day. But since my Instant Pot's available, I'm going to use it for that. Then we're going to work on getting the rest of this meat off the ham bone and getting our broth going for the rest of our soup. I'm going to also chop up some potatoes, and then I have this celery I'm going to finish chopping up, and all these carrots that we're going to put in our ham bone soup as well. Also, the lentils and the split green peas don't require any soaking, but I'm still gonna just throw them with all the beans into the Instant Pot. I'm gonna put it on the bean setting for about 20 minutes. So then here's our bowl of mixed beans. Got half an onion here and about 4 or 5 carrots. Also, some celery that I had bopping around the refrigerator. I also put in 9 cups of water because I had a total of 3 cups of beans. So just throwing those veggies in because we might as well get them softening up while we're doing it. I'm gonna hit bean. Yeah, I'll let it go for 30 minutes. That'll be just fine. Now we'll work with this ham bone. You can really see the ham bone there. That's some fat. Here's some more meat I pulled off of it. We're gonna put that back into our broth water. I did, of course it had cooked down, so I did add more water to this. Now I'm going to add in the rest of this meat, and then when the beans and the carrots and the celery, onion, etc. are done in the Instant Pot, we'll add it together in this pot. I think I'm going to do about 2 pounds of red potatoes, so I'll probably slice those up and get them in this pot now too. I also just chopped up and added in about 1/2 a head of shredded cabbage. And I'm adding in 6 red potatoes. Okay, so I also added in 2 cans of corn to our growing soup pot now. Also now going to add in 2 cans of diced tomatoes and then a couple bay leaves. Pulled this lid off to take a look. That's how everything has cooked up. The soup over here is actually doing a boil, so I turned that down a bit as well. I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together. So look at this beautiful, beautiful pot of soup. Smells so good, looks so good, has so many good veggies in it. So I'm gonna go outside now, and actually I'm going outside. I want to get my potatoes planted. So I'm gonna get this back on the stove, just gonna put it on low, let it simmer for quite a while. There's a big piece of ham, you see, and then we will be having this for dinner with some French bread. So there you have it, Freds. That is how I could get at least 50 meals from 1 ham. We just had good old ham one night for dinner. Then we had ham salad for a few days of lunches. And then we had that wonderful big stock pot full of what I'm calling ham bone soup, vegetable soup, any way you want to swing it. Again, we are a family of 10, 9 at home currently. And so that one ham provided well over 50 meals for our family. The recipes will be down in the description below. Let me know what some of your favorite things are to do with a good old ham, and I'll see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye bye.